Hi everyone, I'm Liv aka Ruby Red 484 and welcome to my channel. Now today I've got a really exciting video. It's the first in my line of Ruby Tuesdays. It is a Tuesday here in England, so I thought, you know, why not put up a new line of videos. This is a really exciting one because it's perfect for summer, and a lot of you took an interest in my makeup for dark hair and pale skin video, and that was great because it complements this video really well, because what I'm going to talk about today is tanning secrets with you all. Tanning is a big thing in this country and every other country in the world, I'm sure. In the news and in magazines nowadays, we are always seeing bronzed celebrities and bronzed people, and it got me thinking, how have they all got this bronze? Like, do they all use sunbeds, or do they use fake tanner to achieve that look, or do they just use a mixture of everything? So I've done a bit of research and come up with a few things that will really interest you all. So just to start off with an example, if we look in today's magazines, this is just one I got the other day, to the Look magazine, with Kate Middleton on the front. Very exciting, I know. I've done a few little markers of just people who are tanned to give you some examples. This is just a Nivea advert, and they are pretty bronzed, don't you think? And why are they bronzed? Because it kind of looks healthy, I guess, and the advertisers want to portray that people are healthy with a healthy glow, especially at this time of year. So she is definitely really brown. But compared to me, look at the difference in that. That's a bit crazy. I've shown all this in the media, and it got me thinking, is this really a true portrayal of what we should look like? Because look at me, I mean, what with the video I did before on dark hair, makeup for dark hair and pale skin, my skin doesn't look nothing like that at all. And I know there's a few people out there watching these videos who are probably thinking, my skin doesn't really look like that either. And if so, have you tried tanning? Because I certainly have, and I will run you through a few things that I think you'll find very interesting and useful, especially if you have light skin like me, but it can apply to all different types of skin. Okay, so tanning secrets. Tanning effects on skin can be different depending on skin types. Obviously, I am a skin type 1. There are 6 categories of skin type, by the way, and skin type 1 is the lightest type of skin type, which is most prone to burns while tanning, and that is very true of me. I went to the beach 3 days ago, was out in the sun for like 2 hours and got burn bright red. It was so raw red and it was so painful. Like, I was an idiot for not wearing any suntan lotion. So I suffered the effects of that for the past 2 days, 3 days. I've just been like, ow every time I turn over in bed. It is not a good look, guys. Okay everyone, first tip, shower before tanning, because makeup and perfume can cause skin to be more apt to burn. I think it's because all of the chemicals in those makeups and perfumes can attract the UV rays more. So obviously that more UV rays means more tanning and burning, I assume. You need to use a minimum SPF 20 to 30 so you don't burn, especially if you're a skin type 1. I have my factor 30, if you can see that right there. So let 24 to 72 hours pass before tanning again, because it will take time for your tan to develop, and don't rush the process. I like to just want to be like Rihanna straight away. Obviously I'm never going to look like Rihanna, but I want her skin tone straight away, that bronze skin tone. I'm not going to get that if I tan and tan and tan day up on day. So just leave it 24 to 72 hours, just so you've got that nice bit of space in between so your tan can settle and you can build up the next layer. Tanning and aging skin are closely related, so that's an important fact to keep in mind. You know that skin that goes all leathery, and have you ever seen older people who have really leathery looking skin with loads of lines and wrinkles and just that orangey kind of glow to it? That's what we don't want to end up like, because we're young, or most of us I'm sure are young who are watching this video, so I'm hoping that none of you already have that skin from using certain things such as tanning beds too much. Which leads me on to my next point, tanning beds. I don't personally like tanning beds, I'm going to be honest with you all, and it's because I don't like the fact that you're putting your body under all of that intense UV pressure and all of those rays. I think with all of the knowledge we know about UV rays and smoking and things like that, I think it's a really good idea to warn away from all of that stuff. I mean, smoking's a totally different subject, but with regards to tanning, I just think with all of the worries about, you know, melanoma and things like that, skin cancer, intense skin cancer, I think, why would I want to pay money to be exposed to that kind of danger? But I'm going to post a link down here because in all my research I found a lovely video for you all to watch. It's just a short one. It's on CBS, an American site. It's a girl called Paige Wood. I had a look at it earlier, and she started using tanning salons when she was 18 years old. Okay, so she's now 27, everyone, and she's fighting melanoma, which is a deadly form of skin cancer. I mean, I'm not saying if you're using tanning beds, that's your choice. Everyone's free to do what they want to do. I'm just saying that for those of you watching this video, if you haven't already used a tanning bed, I'd advise against it. So go and have a look in this drop down bar. I've posted a link to that video for you so you can just have a look at it and let me know what you think, really. It's a bit scary, but it's really short and it's really insightful into the tanning bed world. If you are 35 years of age or below that, you have a 75% more chance of contracting melanoma, which means exposing yourself to those dangerous UV rays. It is a bit of a scary stat, so obviously our skin is younger and more supple from the age of 0 to 35 years old, so we have to look after it more so that we have less risk of contracting things like that in later life. I guess the cancer damages and mutates the pigment in your skin, so it's a bit scary and a bit of a rigorous thing to go through. Obviously, I've never experienced cancer, and I hope to never, and I don't want anyone to have to go through that, especially through tanning, using tanning beds. So watch Paige Wood's story because it's really, really interesting for those of you who are already using tanning beds or who are thinking about it. I mean, it's my opinion and I'd advise against it, but you know, you're free to do what you like at the end of the day. But I think it's good to give young people a warning out there and just let you know the risks before you enter into that kind of tanning world. Okay, so to avoid any of the risks that I've just kind of talked about, you could use a fake tanner. I'm sure all of you know about fake tan. It's so renowned in the world, and I'm pretty sure that is what they put on the people in that magazine that I've already showed you. However, fake tan, you know the problems. It can blotch and it can smell strongly. I kind of think it smells of biscuits, but I don't know if that's true. Does it smell of biscuits? I'm not sure. I think it smells a bit funny, so if I ever put fake tan on, which is rarely now, and I go out, I feel really conscious because I can smell it on my skin. If I sleep in it overnight, it's all on my bed sheets and I can smell it through all of that. I only need to put a layer of fake tan on and I go a funny colour. I've not found a good fake tanner yet that I can safely say I can use and not look orange in. I mean, it's just my skin type. Because I'm so pale, it doesn't lend itself well to fake tan. You can use tanning gloves to avoid blotches, and it can give a more even coverage, obviously, to your fake tan. And you can wipe dark streaks and spots with a cotton ball soaked in lemon juice or facial toner. That is a really good tip, everyone. If you do that, then it is effective in lightening areas of uneven self-tanning application. So that's a good point. Like if you've got loads of blotches and streaks down your legs, just put a cotton ball in some lemon juice or some facial toner and just rub it over those lines, and it just kind of blurs them a bit, makes them less harsh and obvious. Problem areas are the knees and elbows when you're applying fake tan, so exfoliate before applying. I would really strongly suggest this point. Always exfoliate in the shower. If you haven't used exfoliator before, it's just like a really gritty kind of scrub that you rub on your legs. It really doesn't hurt and it smooths all your legs over, and then when you apply the fake tan on top, it soaks into the skin and the pores more, or at least it does in my opinion. I really like Gradual Summer Glow moisturisers. I said that really funnily. Gradual Summer Glow moisturisers with a hint of self-tan are brilliant in my opinion. I've been using just the Dove Summer Glow one. You get loads of different types, don't you? But that's just the one I've been using at the moment. And I found that one quite nice. It's slightly orange and a bit streaky still. Even the moisturisers are streaky because you've got that little hint of self-tan. And obviously the great thing about that is that you can layer it up rather than with fake tan where you just kind of plonk on a load and it goes brown straight away. With this you can judge the extent to how brown you want to go.